What's good, y'all? Before we get into this video,
Hold up. What the f, Nintendo? I gotta start off. What the f, Nintendo?
yeah, that's a good question. What the actual f Nintendo? Like, seriously, what are y'all doing?
Look, I was offending y'all when y'all said that the bundle for the Mario Kart was $500. No, I can look past that. Cause this is an upgrade model, 4K on the Switch, really cool, 60 FPS, amazing.
But now you want to talk about $80 for a game? $80 standard for a game? Are y'all off your rocker or smoking crack?
And $90 for the physical game.
And also, Michael, they didn't even tell you, did they?
What did they didn't tell me? Them bitches.
They didn't tell you that the $90 physical edition, I'm using that very loosely, isn't even a physical cartridge with the whole entire game on it. It's a key that when you put in the Switch 2, it's gonna lead you directly to the Switch 2 store to download the game.
Yes, I know that. They told me, why Nintendo?
And you know something, Michael? I expect this type of shenanigans out of Rockstar Games and out of Electronic Arts and Ubisoft, but never in a million years did I expect Nintendo to literally go full Mr. Krabs and sell their soul for 62 cents.
62 cents is outrageous, but true. Nintendo needs to do better, because like, this is a company that I love and I grew up with. So to see them come into a money hungry, it hurts, man. I miss the era where Reggie was taking over. Reggie and there was the other dude, I forgot his name, Satoru Iwata or something, made him rest in peace. Because they were the people who actually knew how to work this shit.
Exactly, and then I believe that was like 4 or 5 years ago when they passed, or one of them passed, I remember, and then the other one, they stepped down or left the company. Ever since then, and it's a recurring pattern, with someone in a leadership position that know what they're doing, they get replaced with some no-talent corpo clowns that don't deserve that position and only cares about making money at any cost that they're given.
Yes, because fun fact, remember when when the Nintendo Wii system originally came with Wii Sports?
Yes. Now, I believe that's separate, right?
No, it still comes with the Wii for most Wii's, but Nintendo was originally going to make us pay for Wii Sports, but it was because I forgot his name, may God rest his soul. He's the one who forced it to make a package deal with the Wii.
Oh
now that he's gone, now we got a fucking tech demo that we got paid for. A tech demo on how to use the Switch.
I saw that too. I was watching Moist Critical's video earlier today. He said that in the video that the tech demo with now it's supposedly going to be like Astrobot for the PlayStation that shows you how to like play your console, but now they're charging you out the gate for that now?
Yeah, that's literally what it is. It's a tech demo showing you how to use a Switch, and you have to pay for it.
Can you imagine being that down bad, horrendous, and money hungry that you actually have to pay to actually learn how to use your console?
Bruh, they are charging us to use a shittier version of Discord.
I saw that too. Like, I don't know if you saw this, and I don't know why, but in the demonstrations, they always have like the most NPC of bots on the planet to be doing the most mundane tasks that most people don't normally look like when they're doing the task.
Exactly, I guess for one thing, I was watching Nintendo Treehouse for the Mario Kart gameplay. Why are these motherfuckers looking like they never played the Mario Kart a day in their lives?
Exactly, and it's like, can we please put forth taxpayers' dollars towards actually getting people in commercials that actually know how to play or test the product?
It's hard. Get people who actually know what the fuck they're doing.
Because like when me and you, when we played Mario Kart before. We grew up on the Nintendo DSi XLs. Now with people that normally know how to play Mario Kart, like we know. If you know, you know. But these people, they're over there swaying in real life and shit. They're over there clutching the controller, getting up out of their chairs, up and down like a damn monkey hanging out from a tree vine. And it's like,
okay. The swaying back and forth thing, I can kind of defend because like that's a little real.
Now that's a little real with me when I start losing, but they're over there in first place, miles ahead of the competition, and they're over there jumping up and down in their chair like they just found out that Victoria Justice was about to come over for a secret blind date.
Why Victoria Justice?
I don't know. I've been on a serious Victoria Justice like binge as of recently because of Victorious and iCarly. Oh my god, she was in my top 3 crushes as a kid.
That was just such a random call out, but we'll stop. We can't get too derailed. We get
derailed with our conversations, but the point still stands. Not only are they bringing the most NPC of people for these demonstrations that don't look like they know what they're doing, but they literally make it's like a literally fake ass Discord. I wouldn't be surprised if Discord would actually come out the gate and sue their punk asses.
Cause like first of all, we finally got game sharing, so we can share our screen to other people. But the quality of it is so bad.
Oh my god! And then I think that the max resolution they said for that whole entire ordeal is like 720p or 1080p.
Yes.
Okay, and if it's supposed to be like just like Discord, because that's basically what it is, but they literally copied word for word and they're charging us for it. If it's supposed to be exactly like Discord allows you, if you're a member of Discord, to stream at 4K 60 FPS, and the base minimum is 1080p anyways. So how did they screw this up?
Exactly, and like, and I heard this saying that Nintendo always takes 2 steps forward but 1 step back.
Like
and
literally you don't with everything.
Yes, because like everything that's new with the Switch is amazing. Because I gotta give them the props. Everything about this Switch 2 is so awesome. The way they improve it was everything we asking for. But just like, they do that, but then throw this curveball, just say, "Oh, here goes $80 games." Like Nintendo, you was so close.
And bro, you want to know what the part that pisses me off the most, right? And I believe I texted you like while I was at work the other day about this. Is that if you look on the website, and I got the screenshots too. If you look on the website for Mario Kart World, it looks amazing. I will give them props because it's an open world Mario Kart. You go to the website now, you scroll to the very bottom, that's where you see the $80 price tag. Because they know good and well that if they put that $80 price tag at the very top of that page, they knew that it was going to make headlines, people were going to get pissed off, start burning shit down in the streets, and literally march up to their headquarters saying, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
And honestly, them pinning it down all the way at the bottom just made it worse. You already know people's gonna look down, find and make headlines anyway, so just put it at the top. Stop trying to hide it.
The fact that they were trying to be slick about this, it literally shows you everything that you need to know about them going in the direction of the Switch 2 in business, like future endeavors. Because I will say this about Nintendo, like Nintendo went on a good day, they put a lot of passion into their projects, but the way that they have, the respect they have for their customers barely surpasses the height of a toddler.
My God, yes. It's just like, why y'all hate your fans when we the one who's helping you do all this shit? And the worst part about all of this, they doing all this shit because they know they can get away with it. Because they will get away with it.
I already know, and that's the part that I'm dreading and I'm petrified about. I'm literally shaking in my boots right now. Because you want to know why? Because people that with no brain and they have more money than they know what to do with is going to go out and buy the game at $80 regardless. And some people is going to be buying it at $90 thinking that they're going to be getting the whole game. And then not only they do that, They're gonna see the sales are gonna be through the roof, and then you wanna know what's gonna happen next? You wanna know exactly what's gonna happen in the industry? Everybody, every publisher and their mother, literally every publisher and their dead mother is gonna be chomping at the bit to be making games $80, $90, even $100 now. Because that's what they do. They see a trend that's going on in the industry and they see something that they can make money with, and they literally copy word for word what other people are doing.
I miss when games was $60.
Bro, $60, I will gladly pay $60 for a game. I will gladly pay that. $70 is pushing it. And the part that gets me about this is the whole inflation excuse. People will blame inflation for damn near everything. It's not even inflation, it's just overpriced.
Overpriced.
And now, the part that is really pissing me off now is that I know good and well now that GTA 6 will be $100. If you think that GTA 6 will not be $100 standard out the gate when that game comes out, you must be off your rocker or just be plain in denial.
Yes, $100, that's definitely what it's going to be.
And the part that I know for a fact now, like I knew, like deep down something told me that Rockstar is gonna try this and it's not gonna go well as soon as they price GTA 6, but at the Nintendo Switch 2 direct reveal that they had last week, that every single ounce of denial that I had that it's not gonna be $100, when it was all gone when they came out on stage or news headlines came out talking about Mario Kart World is gonna be $80 fucking dollars.
Yeah, which is again outrageous, $80 fucking dollars. And then Doug Bowser, who almost never shows his face anymore, came out saying we price our games to ensure that we experience the maximum quality. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
So basically what they're saying is that like they're just in a roundabout way. They basically said we're gonna price this at $80, $70, $80, $90 just because we can and just because we feel like it.
Exactly.
They didn't outright say it. They didn't outright say it, but it's implied.
Exactly. And there's only one way for them to salvage this. And if they do this, I would forgive Nintendo, but I know it's not going to happen. One, yeah, sure. Let's see they charge them $80, but they say down the line, we're going to have extra downloadable content, maps, characters, and extra to the story mode for free. That's the only way that can salvage this loss. But other than that, I already know that that's not going to happen.
And dude, that's honestly a point that I was going to say. The only saving grace, and I agree with you, the only saving grace and the only type of consideration I would say for me paying $80 for a game is if you promise me right out the gate, right here, and look directly into the windows of my soul that every single downloadable content and every single DLC and add-on for that game for in the future, until that game is said and done and they make the new one, is going to be completely 100% free with no paywalls.
With no paywalls whatsoever. But with the way Nintendo's looking right now, they're not going to do that. We're going to get DLC and it's going to be more money.
Exactly, and then the arguments that I'm seeing is outright retarded. Because you want to know the main excuse that people have been giving me? Oh, bro, like you're broke. You can't afford an $80 game. You're broke. And it's like I'm broke because I can't afford an $80 game. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm broke. It's like I have bills to pay. I have a job that I don't like, mind you, that I have to because it pays my bills. And I have a lot of other things to pay for than an $80 standard game. It doesn't make any sense. And the only people, and Michael, I don't know if you saw my other video regarding the GTA 6 $100 thing, but the two people that I've been seeing this I'm broke argument or you're broke argument come from is people who live in the hood with nappy-headed dreadlocks that has a credit score sub 200 that live in the hood in a cockroach-infested apartment, or people like XQC who's literally worth $100 million and can go out and buy the game tomorrow and make 5 videos and make all that money back in something.
Exactly. And it's like being broke is not the point, it's the principle.
It's the principle of the matter. Because at least back in the day, when you paid $60 for a game, you got the whole game. It came out on that disc. Like the whole entire game was on that disc. You didn't have to download a single thing besides maybe a day one patch, but that was it. They didn't have to update the game for a while because the game was finished. and it had to be finished back in the day. But now we're getting to the point now where it's gonna be even a luxury at this point if games that $70 or now when Nintendo is going about it, $80 standard, is gonna be even finished. You're not even gonna promise me if the game is gonna be even finished. But yet you saying that I'm broke, you're gonna be saying that I'm broke because I don't want to spend $80 on a game that's standard and not the special edition of it?
Right, it's a standard, not no special edition, no nothing.
It doesn't come with nothing. And then back in the day, $60 games, at least they had the audacity, at least they gave you the common courtesy to give you a map of the open world. They gave you a manual, and they gave you even back in the day, they even gave you like codes for like virtual currency. Now you're lucky if you get that at all.
Man, I miss the manuals.
Like, I miss the maps especially because I still have my Red Dead Redemption 2 map and I have my Grand Theft Auto 5 Los Santos and all of San Andreas map. I have it all.
Classic.
And then the other argument that really starts to piss me off now the more I hear it is that, oh bro, like they made the Super Mario movie. Does it matter?
What does that have to do with anything?
Bro, and then the adding injury to insult, Nintendo didn't even make the Super Mario movie. It was Illumination that made the movie.
They just funded it.
Thank you. Took the words directly out of my mouth, bruh. Directly out of my mouth.
$450 for the base model.
As a matter of fact, let me Google this right now, bro, because I know good and well that first Nintendo Switch that came out was, I believe, $300. Yeah, it was like $300, right?
$300.
Yeah, it was $300. Yep, I'm looking at it right here. $300, and I believe later down the line I think they improved it. Correct me if I'm wrong here. They improved it so it has like the OLED screen, the OLED screen.
That's a different model. So they sell the original Switch and then also said the OLED model.
Oh yeah. By the way, I almost forgot to mention that. That's also on top of the fact with the Switch 2, out the gate it's going to be an LCD screen. So I feel like they did that on purpose. You want to know why? Because they got away with this on the last Switch.
But here's the thing though. When it came to the handheld mode for the Switch and the Switch 2, the original Switch cannot even handle 1080p or 60 FPS. In handheld mode, this one, the Switch 2 can. That's where I give them the props for, because the handheld mode has drastically improved. And now we can get the 4K dock. Where in dock mode, we still can barely get 60 frames per second. We was lucky to get a consistent 30 when it came to the Switch 1.
Okay, I can get that because, again, the Switch 1 came out in like when did it come out? 2016 or 2017?
No clue. Almost said fucking 13. I know damn well that did not come out.
No, it didn't, because Nintendo never releases anything within the same window of the PlayStation or Xbox. They don't. They stay far away from that.
Here's March 3rd, 2017.
Yeah, that sounds forever ago. Oh my god.
And we just now getting the Switch 2. What the fuck?
Christ. Oh my god. Anyway, and then my point is that like I feel like they did the LCD screen on purpose. Now, if it's supposed to be an upgrade across the board with the Switch 2 compared to the Switch 1, they could have gave us the OLED screen like out the gate with the Switch 2. But then I know good and well that they did this on purpose because they want to make like a pro version of the Switch 2 later down the line. Because they seen Sony come out with a $700 PlayStation 5 Pro that's way overpriced, and they think that, oh well, Sony is pretty much getting away with this. I feel like we can get away with this too.
Now, I feel like Nintendo won't go to the 700 range. I really don't think they will go to that type of greedy. And honestly, when it came to the OLED model, because obviously the OLED model is going to have for the Switch 2 maybe a year or two down the line after the Switch 2 comes out. But probably not even going to get it anyway, because I know I'm in playing handheld mode, because that's going to only benefits of it. Playing the handheld mode in that OLED screen. Unless
Yeah.
there's some Zelda model that come with it, then I'm definitely buying that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I get it. It's a 2-in-1 console. It's literally a Switch. So, like, you can either dock it or you can take it on the go. But the first Switch, correct me if I'm wrong here too, didn't they also say that the Switch 1, like, the battery life was like 3 hours?
Around that time, yes, depending on which game you will play.
And my thing is, if it's, okay, now, here was my thing. This is where I was honestly a little bit dumb forward-minded about the Switch 1 in the first place, because I literally called it a tablet with 2 controllers on the side. But if it's supposed to be a tablet, which was what they were comparing it to back in the day, the iPad, and even iPads now, is like, can last 12 to 14 hours, and my iPhone 14 Pro Max can last, I would say, 11 on a good day on a full charge and being out and about. So what is this battery life on the Switch 2 compared to that if it's more powerful?
No clue, but hey, we don't know. Cause I don't know, cause it's been a while since I don't play handheld mode, so just like I can't say anything about the battery life.
Okay, if there's, okay, I'm seeing it right here. They're saying that they're estimating that anywhere from 2 to 6.5 hours.
And cause that also depends on what gameplay. Cause if you play like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, that would definitely run down your battery life.
Yeah, like, and then they're talking about that Cyberpunk 2077. Like, I'm telling you this right now, Cyberpunk 2077 2.0 Phantom Liberty, that update, they're not gonna run that on the Switch 2. No, not at a consistent 60 FPS.
I don't know, man, cause I saw the gameplay for Elden Ring and it was running at pretty good 60 frames per second, which is crazy. They was able to pull that off.
And then you also got to take into consideration is if the developers are actually going to condense the game, if they're actually going to optimize it for the Switch 2, if they're actually going to have a day one update that makes sure that it has a stable frame rate and then improve upon it. Now, we don't have anything like that. Now, it may just be a demo. Now, granted, Elden Ring came out like 4 years ago. Like that game is well more than optimized at this rate with all the updates it got. But at the same time, Cyberpunk, it took like 2 or 3 years for Cyberpunk to get to where it's at and make a hell of a comeback. I will give them credit where credit's due, but even on the Switch 2, if they're saying it's anywhere, like they're speculating that the specs is going to be anywhere from like, I would say between base PS4 and a PS4 Pro to like midway to a PS5, if they're saying that, the Cyberpunk 2077 is not going to be able to run on the Switch 2.
It says it's going to be just as powerful as a PS5 Pro.
Okay, if they're saying that, they probably might have to do like a bunch of like NVIDIA, or I would say like upscaling with fake frames to make that happen. Now, like, it depends on who you are. I prefer to like have my games upscaled so I can get full performance out of my game. That's just me. But I know people that like to play the game natively at its resolution so they don't have any anti-aliasing or anything that make the game look fake. Now, that depends on who you ask. But if you ask me, I feel like that's a big task for such, like, I would say empty promises right now.
Because we're getting a whole lot of empty promises right now. Because the games that we're getting are great, just like the prices, man, the prices.
The prices is really what's pissing me off. I was fully pissed for like 6.5 days straight. Like, boiling, I was literally boiling, like, at certain days, thinking about how games is going to be $80 standard now. And I knew that once Nintendo opened the floodgates, I knew it was truly over. And now we're going to be living in it. Now, and then here's my thing, that I am really about to pop my shit off. Now, here's my thing. Now that Nintendo has opened up the gates and they completely open up a whole nother can of worms with the gaming industry. Now I know for a fact that every developer now is going to price their game at whatever price that they want, just because they can, and just because they're going to point the finger saying, oh, Nintendo did it, but it's cool when Nintendo does it, but it's a problem when we do it. And I will give credit where credit's due. Like, Nintendo, they can make good games, they're being greedy, but other developers like Ubisoft, EA, Rockstar, they can't even be trusted to even finish games on time. Yet you want $80.
See, that's
Even though I'm gonna be paying $80 for this Mario Kart. I know it's gonna be a good experience that's gonna last me for a while. But when it comes to like other services making these AI games, I won't be able to trust it if it's gonna be complete or not.
Like, bro, like there were certain studios I stray away from because I know good and well, I buy anything from these motherfuckers, my game is gonna run like dog shit and it's gonna be glitchy and bugged. It might break my whole system if it chose to. I won't trust these people to even carry my drawers to the laundry basket. That's how much I don't trust them.
Bro, I don't even trust him to throw away a piece of paper.
Cause trust me, they screw that up too. They screw up easy things. But now, I know for a fact we're going to be truly living in another age where the gaming industry is going to crash. Because I will say this right now, the success of Grand Theft Auto 5, and yes, I'm blaming Grand Theft Auto 5 for this, because they're the first ones that to come out the gate talking about, or they have people speculating that the game is going to be $100 out the gate. Now, the success of Grand Theft Auto 5 has completely ruined the gaming industry beyond repair and beyond recognition. You want to know why, Michael?
Why?
Because now every single publisher and developer wants to make a game that people will play for 10 consecutive years. You know how much consecutive is, don't you?
Yes. Them live service games. That's what truly ruined gaming.
To me, that's exactly what ruined it.
Fortnite is a big competitor because now after Fortnite dropped, now everybody wants to be Fortnite. Everybody wants a forever game. Everyone wants to just a game that just makes them money non-stop. Money.
And it's like they just want a game that they can drop and it's an instant success and people is going to be playing it for 10 consecutive years and they have passive revenue coming in every month. Not even every month, every day.
And it's coming from a company who's already making millions each month already. So like money isn't even an issue for you guys. So why y'all doing this?
Exactly. And it's like I had a conversation with another friend of mine the other day. I was like, bruh, like if they want to make Grand Theft Auto 6, that's fine and dandy. Like it took y'all 13 years or 14 years. I lost track at this point. But let's just pretend that's even out of the equation at this point. But let's be real here. They could have easily made a Midnight Club 5 with a 20 to like $70 million budget. Easily, bruh. Easily. And people would have bought it because it's Rockstar Games. They were at one point, like they would drop anything and it would be a classic. Anything. It didn't matter what they would put out because they knew that because of the passion they put in those games, it was gonna sell regardless. But now, we don't have a Midnight Club 5. We don't have a Bully 2. We don't have a Red Dead Redemption 3. People are saying that that's coming like later in late 2028 or 29. But still, that's long ways away from here right now. So we don't have any other games. They don't have any other games, but they want to make GTA 6 next because they know it's going to be an instant success and they want to milk that for 10 more years.
It's always GTA.
And it's like, I understand, this is y'all moneymaker. I understand that, bro. This is like the game that put y'all on, really. So I understand that. This is what y'all good at. But I mean, Jesus Christ, y'all don't need like 10 studios at the same time working on this game. You don't need that. You can easily put 2 or 3 studios off to the side to make another Midnight Club game. Y'all can easily do that. They just choose not to.
And that's why I hate these companies. That's why I hate these fucking companies.
I do. And I will say this right now. I feel like that we are definitely on the like stepping stone path to like the age of Cyberpunk 2077, where corporates completely take over and they completely ruin people's lives. I will say that wholeheartedly because now we're living in it now. This is the beginning of the end. Because as long as EA can pump out Madden every fucking year, despite John Madden being cold dead in the ground, they still put his name on the game anyways and still make a new Madden game that they know they're not good at making.
Exactly. So we as gamers are just fucked. And it sucks that we can't just boycott the thing because you know how hard it would be to get everyone to unanimously agree to boycott something?
It doesn't matter with me. I'm boycotting Grand Theft Auto. If Grand Theft Auto 6 is $100, I put right hand on the Bible, I'm boycotting that. Because I already tell you right now that I'm gonna wait 2 or 3 weeks after the game launch because I know it's gonna be buggy anyways.
Exactly. Just wait for that shit to come out on sale.
Exactly. Like, and then I already know what they're gonna try to do. They try to make Grand Theft Auto 6 $100 out the gate as standard. They're gonna lose money in sales, and then you know what they're gonna do the next week? They're gonna drop it down to 70, what it should be.
Then watching them sales go up.
Exactly.
I just wish we just have a way to just show these developers, like, come on, man. We are hurting in this economy where it's already expensive enough to just live. We don't need $80 games.
We do not. And now I know for a fact, if every single publisher and developer start charging $80 for the game, it's gonna completely crash the gaming industry. This shit might be gone and done for like at least a couple years, and they will never be able to financially recover after.
Exactly, because now imagine the future generation going to ask their parents to go to buy a video game for them, and it said, and the video game is $80 fucking. What?
Like, nah, even back in the day, you remember back in the day when I was heavy into 2K, and even then, like, the pre-order bonus was 70, I think. Just 70 standard for the pre-order, and that was just so you could play the game like 4 or 5 days early. Now you pre-order a game, you can't even play it early. You have to play it the day of, like everybody else.
Exactly, because remember, what was the name of that game? Fucking Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. When they had that big ass early day access, but nobody could play because the servers crashed.
Exactly, the servers were so broken they can't even be trusted to even make sure that the servers worked on time. They knew good and well how many people was gonna be logged into the game and pre-order the game and want to play it early, and yet they still chose not to have good servers.
Exactly. What's up with A? Never having good servers, and B, never giving what the people are asking for. We are literally giving you the answers to what we want, but they don't listen.
Exactly, and case in point, Battlefield 2042. Where do I even begin with that? I made multiple videos regarding this game, but I'm gonna give you a blatantly good example. They completely ruined the Battlefield franchise because they put in specialists, they put in all this other bullshit nobody ever asked for. They got rid of the class system. They only have like a third of amount of the weapons that Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 had. Ironically, the last semi-relevant DICE and EA games to come out from Battlefield, aside from Battlefield 1 that came out after that. But then the game was broken. Not only was it broken, it was completely unplayable on PC and consoles. And not only that, this is coming off of the fact that Battlefield 5, the game before, was a complete and utter bust for EA and DICE. So now they're getting their shit together because they know good and well, third time is a charm. You put out 3 consecutive games that's bad in the gaming industry, you're gone and out the door. So now they're giving the fans what they want.
Exactly. Cause like, come on, man. If you would have done, if you would have did that from the start.
But no, they always have big egos. They have people that you just can't say no to, or the upper execs want to make it one way and the developers want to make it the way it should be. And then that's when you see developers in droves, not in singles or pairs, in droves leave the studio. They have to replace these fucking clowns with even worser clowns that can't make a game in their life, much less use the game's engine right. And then the game is even worse.
Exactly, and it kind of makes me even more mad. For one, also, I just remember Mario Kart 8, not Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart World's the new Mario Kart. It's regular price in Japan, so we the one that's just getting the short end of the stick.
I beg your pardon?
Say you swear to God.
I swear to you.
Hold on, I'm typing this up right now. Nintendo. Oh no, hold on, no. Mario Kart World price in Japan. Okay, 9,980 yen. That's $60, right? Or $60, $70, right?
Around that. Look that one up too.
Okay, okay. Let me Google this now. 9,980 yen. I've been playing a lot of Yakuza, so I should know this answer.
Come on, man. Pull up the in-game knowledge.
Still, yeah, $69.05.
Yep.
But you mean to tell me it's gonna be $80 just because we live in America? What? We're flying to Philadelphia. Oh hell no! That's hell no!
We in the cause apparently Nintendo already whatchamacallit, planned for the what's that shit called again?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Railroad trafficking, whatever the fuck it is.
The tariffs?
Tariffs, yes.
So this was their plan from the jump then.
That shit is crazy.
I'll be goddamned.
I think they already took the tariffs into accounting.
So they pretty much already knew this in advance, and yet they still did it anyways. Ain't this about a bitch?
Ain't this about a biatch?
Like, bro, you about to, oh my god, y'all about to take me out the game, bro. Y'all about to take me out.
Yo, guys, because of this, your favorite creator is about to die now. Trey's about to go into cardiac arrest.
For real, but I'm almost about to have a stroke with this shit, bro.
I can hear you. I can hear the fumes coming out. This man's lost it.
Oh my god, I'm about to crash out, bro. This don't make a lick of sense, dog. So you mean to tell me they already planned on making this game $70 as $60-70 as planned, right? But then when tariffs came and Trump's stupid ass tariffs came and fucked everything up, they went and made it in like $80 anyways, and they planned ahead for it.
Yep. So in conclusion, it's all Trump's fault.
To be honest with you, it is his fault. It is his fault. We can blame him for this now. We can.
Yeah.
I know it's a meme to like blame presidents for stuff and for literally every little thing that goes wrong. If a guy trips over a banana peel, they'll blame the president for it. But this is definitely his fault. This is definitely his fault, 100%.
And I'm in Nintendo. I'm not saying in Nintendo you still not on loose here, because even if it wasn't for the tariffs, you still would have had some outlandish price. Who fucking knows? But still, you got making more than enough money at your at your company. Even if it was for the terrorists, I know that's not an issue for you guys.
And also, this is also backing off the fact that the Super Mario movie made, I think, 1.6 billion in the box office in the first 3 days.
No idea. I need to look. I have never looked at the number. The Mario movie was really fucking good, though.
It was. I will give them credit with that. Illumination did a great job, but giving that as a justifiable excuse as to why the Nintendo Switch is $500 and Mario Kart World is $80 standard is completely unacceptable, and it's deplorable and mischievous and deceitful.
I have not seen anybody use that argument.
I had like 4 people in comment sections and on Twitter talking about, oh, they made the Super Mario movie, you should give them a break.
Like, come on, what does, like I said before, what the fuck does that have to do with anything what we said? That does not help the argument at all.
And add insult to injury, okay, here it is. It came out, first of all, it came out 2 years ago. Second of all, it made 1.3 billion in the box office in the first 3 days.
I believe that movie made a lot of bread.
Jesus Christ, it outsold Sonic. That's the crazy part.
Wait, where's Sonic though?
I think it was Sonic 2. I think it was Sonic 2. I think it was Sonic 1 and 2 put together, because I think combined Sonic 1 and 2 made like 1.1 billion.
Man, hopefully we're not wrong, cause man, if we wrong, the comments gonna eat us alive.
Nah, I'm editing this in. I'll edit it in anyways. Kenny is my editor. I'm giving him a job. I'm giving him a job today.
All right. I got something for Kenny. All right, Kenny. Well, do you got my profile thing on the screen right now?
Yes.
Okay. Here's all I want you to do. I want you to add my YouTube channel on the screen right now. Right. Okay. Now I want you to have a little animation of you subscribing to me. Okay. Right. And then after that, I want that animation to be thrown into the garbage can. Can you do that?
Yes, I can. He can do that, no problem.
All right, bet. Is he getting paid for this?
Honestly, that's a good question. That's a real good question.
Damn, pick Kenny online, man, before he goes on strike.
Yeah, honestly, I pay him eventually when I feel like it.
This nigga said eventually.
He's never gonna see
And
the
I don't
light
know.
of day.
I don't know why I chose to do that, because I know he can up and kick my ass in any second that he feels like.
Either that or just lock him in the basement. He never sees the light of day.
I was thinking about putting him in a box.
You can't even fit him. Dog, we're getting derailed again.
We are.
Do not put us on the camera. Do not give us two mics, because we get derailed so fucking fast.
I'm telling you that now, bro. We get derailed too quickly. Oh shit.
I said my piece from Nintendo so far, so that's all I got. Do you
Yeah, I'm
have
done.
anything?
I'm done. This is pretty much gonna be the whole entire video right here. It's gonna be the whole video right here.
So yeah, as you know, I finally, yes, I'm sorry everyone, especially you, I finally made a new YouTube channel with 5 videos uploaded to it already. We're also on talked about the Nintendo Switch myself, so
yeah,
please
both
subscribe.
of which will be in the comment and in the description. Shut up, words are hard. The American English system is bullshit. Okay, anyways, it's gonna be in the.
We got 2 words that's look and sound the same but have 2 different meanings. Why?
I tell Davis this all the time, bro. I tell my Swiss friend this all the time. Oh my gosh. But anyways, point still stands. His channel and his video regarding the Nintendo Switch will be in the pinned comment, and it will be in the description. Go subscribe to him like right now, or don't. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do.
Hey. No. Right now, you are their daddy. Tell them to subscribe to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's matter of fact. Thank you, Michael. Your daddy Gwoppy tells you to subscribe to him right now. God damn it, or we're gonna have a problem.
Good boy.